And we are back for some more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. It's the 4th class trial, man. I'm not really trying to waste no time. I'm gonna be totally honest. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hope you all are having a good day, evening, whatever time of day it is. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out. And yeah, that's kind of it for the intro. I'm trying to go ahead and review all of the data here and get this together because I'm ready to get this class trial done, man. Like, I'm ready to see what is really going on because this one is a doozy. This one is not gonna be easy. Like, I can already tell this one's just not gonna be easy because I got a lot of suspicions. There's a lot of pieces that really don't fit on things, but we will just quickly sum it up. Victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of his death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. And so the rec room door was used to fucking like lock the door, creating a locked room scenario. That's like the biggest thing in this case. And then she was vomiting blood and she was slumped forward, but I don't know. It seems like she was poisoned. There's poison here. There was a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. And then there was like an upside down, there was the candy as well, which Yashihiro had a piece of the candy, but Al said that she had some of the candy. And Yashihiro could definitely be lying. Because he said he didn't go, but he had a piece of the candy, and there was candy at the crime scene as well. This broken bottle, the Monokuma bottle, but it was way bigger. The figure on the floor, it would fit around your hands. There's a missing bottle there. I know that it's like, oh, what's the correlation? But there's a missing bottle. This protein drink was underneath, like the glass shards were underneath of it, meaning that like it didn't come from, what's it called? All of the glass didn't come from just breaking the window, from like, what's it called? Makoto breaking the window. There were handprints inside the locker. Ao said that that Sakura had written Toko, Byaku, and Yashihiro, asking them to meet them in the rec room by noon. She had slid these notes underneath each person's door. Byaku confirmed that she received Sakura's note, but also claimed that he never went to see her, and in fact had not seen her at all that day. Toko says that she also got the note but didn't go to see her. Yashihiro is the only person who had something like that was like concrete, actual physical evidence. Sakura had some of the powder on her foot. Kyoko said that she suffered 2 blows to the head, and again the bottle was heavier. There's a dying message that says Toko, but again I think that it's just a fucking setup. On the shelves there was 3 different ones, and each of them were all labeled. Like A was was supplements, B was reagents, and C was like poisons and shit. This C4 was on the ground, which is clearly poison. And then there was somebody who was in there. And that's kind of it. That's kind of all we got. So, ay Dios mío. We're just going to go ahead and get it right into it. Just start it up. Monokuma had made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then, the ultimate martial artist. A locked room murder mystery. Winky face. What the? Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive. For example, if you're at a picnic and find a dead body, XD. Bro, I hate that, like, This is some bullshit because I do this. Like, I do this all the time. Like, granted, I don't fucking do, like, it's lowercase XD, but Monokuma's stealing my fucking swag here, bro. That's some bullshit. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative. For example, do you have 100 friends? Oh, crying face. He's right. That does make it seem sad. Now then, please get on the elevator. Whoa, face. I'll see you all down there. Faces. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual. I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. I keep saying Sayaka. My fault. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us? The game was getting a little... it wasn't loading right. Like, it was a little slow. I'm gonna go ahead and be right back just to restart it, just so it doesn't fuck the class trial. 1 second. Alright, and we should be back now. Should be working good. Nice. Let's talk to somebody, see how it loads. Yeah, that's good. Standing around here isn't gonna do any good. Let's get going. Alright, we're good. Come on. It's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. Damn, dude, there's 6 people left. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It felt lower, it fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors were opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that it's not like it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial! Oh shit! Oh shit! Let's get to it. Look at all the characters that are fucking dead in this one, dude. It's like the whole fucking... Alright. Now, we've already looked at all the fucking... the case files and all that shit. We've already looked at that. We are going to look at the perks that we got, so I can finally go look at what the hell I did. Steadies your aim a little bit. Effective during the non-stop debate in the Hangman's game. It costs 2 SP. I don't really care about that. That's whack. Increase the time limit for each phase. Effective during the class trial. That might be good, for real. That might be good for my ass. Increases bullet capacity. Effective during the bullet time battle. Oh. I mean, I have, like... We're gonna keep that one, because that one's pretty good. The focus gives your curse. That one's also pretty good. Damn, all these are actually not really that bad. So we might just go with this one and then just call it. Because the other 2 really don't seem like they're... Ah, that one's good though. But having more fucking bullet capacity will be good during that shit anyways. Because I kind of fucking forgot already how to do it. So we're just gonna go with this. I don't really even be using the fucking... I don't really even be using that shit for... So we're just gonna go with that. Sadly, I don't have no more skills besides that. So we're just gonna... Yeah, I really don't care about the focus gauge because I don't even be using it like that, like I said. So let's go to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
We
If
already
you can
know
figure out
all of this.
Then
So
I'll punish everyone Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
I was gonna say, did this not just happen last time?
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'd never kill someone. No way.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those three is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that. It's still running a little weird, man, but y'all gonna have to bear with me.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
Hmm?
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense. That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Damn, that was definitely the one too. Some correct reason why Hina suspects us specifically. I'm sure she's mentioned it before.
It was one of you. One of you killed.
And what reason, baby?
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's
the only reason you have for accusing
That's low.
Bro, I missed it.
That's about as low as you can get. It was one of you killed.
And what reason do you have?
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Oh, that's not it. Fuck.
Shoot!
It was one of you killed.
And what reason, baby?
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's
The only reason you have for accusing
That's low. That's about as low.
I'm already
as you
fucking
can
this one.
get. It was one of you killed.
And what reason, baby?
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's
the only reason you have for accusing us?
There we go.
it's wrong.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? I was gonna say, Yashiro's the only motherfucker, man. Yashiro's the only person that had physical evidence that he was there.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
You gonna lie, Yashiro?
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
No, it's wrong.
He is gonna lie.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
Don't think I didn't notice the Egyptian theme in the background. I don't know what the hell that's about.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
Capitalism.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
well, I mean,
Yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
You're eating forever ago. Bro, you're eating forever ago candy?
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right because Sakura could have only gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is...
I got it!
Yeah. Holy shit.
I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it.
Why you say damn it?
I mean, what I meant was... Oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. Got a problem with that?
Why this sudden hostility?
Yeah, why is he being an asshole?
But we just talked. That's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious. It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a shiny message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
That doesn't make sense, dude.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Like, it just doesn't make sense, Yashiro, bro. Your argument's bad.
Hiro, hold on.
Yeah, Kyoko, get him!
When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Ooh. Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was... it was on the magazine show.
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense?
Yeah, bro.
What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
What are you really doing right now, dog? There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Because the damn magazine was closed, bro. That's why. Like, that's why it don't make sense. It was upside down and it was closed.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Nope.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Not really, brody. He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body, but at that time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered. No, it's wrong.
There we go. I got cooked.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is.
Vienna
Toko.
sausage, bro. What the fuck?
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
Real life. Holy shit.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, Can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
That's my biggest reasoning, bro. It's like, I don't even think she even wrote that shit.
Yeah?
No.
I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Is that a bullet time battle? This is a bullet time battle.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right.
Pretty sure I got these now.
Bullcrap.
Oh. Oh, that's right.
The end is nigh. Show me the proof.
Oh, 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 oh.
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Oh.
The end is nigh. I'm at least 30%
Oh, I got him.
right.
Oh, shit.
Show
Kyoko.
me the proof.
Right there, brother.
This should prove it.
There it is.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Yeah, really.
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
What the fuck?
Ah! He admits it!
I bet he didn't kill her, though.
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
What? You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there,
Sorry, do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh sure. Thanks.
and that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
Holy shit.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that.
It doesn't make sense though.
Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
But he didn't kill her though. He may have knocked her out, but he didn't kill her.
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
Hiro didn't do it though.
You're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
Nah, he didn't.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the class trial part,
What are
man.
you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain.
The locker, the fucking
And
protein
until
shake.
we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
There's so many things that's not explained right now. So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? What would he have to do after writing the message? It doesn't make sense. Why did, oh, I fucked up.
Shoot!
So what is it that Hero said? What would he have to do after the writing message? After writing the message that he doesn't? Yeah, why the magazine was hidden.
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
Exactly.
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
Ooh.
I don't think there's any question about that.
That's what the locker is.
Then who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Someone who wouldn't have liked what had been written on it. There's only one choice. Was it Toko?
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room? Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right?
Uh-oh.
Hero just admitted it!
That's right. I killed her.
You didn't kill her, Brody.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hero attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hero isn't the killer.
You can't be serious! That's just... I don't believe it!
Hero, tell us what happened one more time.
This has gotten interesting.
If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't really seen this case just yet. Hero isn't the real killer, and I have to prove that.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is the killer!
Hero hit Sakura, that's for sure, but this doesn't end there. There's something that proves the wounds on her head.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her, and you only hit her.
Just once.
No, that's wrong. If Sakura died from Hero's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
Uh-oh.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
There's that other one that was missing.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
I
There's
knew it.
something very suspicious about those bottles.
I fucking knew it.
Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
Yes, sir.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Oh, they all had different pieces too. It's chess pieces. The correlation between the Monokuma bottles, I feel like it's starting to become clear. That connection must be, it's the object that the Monokuma figure had inside each bottle is holding. It's chess. Chess piece. Yeah, it's chess piece. C. Where the E at? S. Need a P. Need that P. Where that P at? Excuse me, E. There we go. E. E. Easy.
Now I understand.
Yes, sir.
That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
Yes, sir.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
No queen. Like the UK.
And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
No.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case.
Yes, there is.
That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
Here's that weight experiment.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
It was broke. Wait, and the bottle that was missing was, it was broken.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
It wasn't just a single broken bottle, and evidence that supports it is. Kyoka and I figured it out before. It's a broken bottle experiment. Yeah. Oh. Oh, dumbass.
Shoot!
Hold on. Oops. That's my fault. That's my fault. I was so gung-ho. Where's that at?
I got it!
I got it!
Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Hell yeah!
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by Sakura's second attacker.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
Bro, Hero's fucking insane.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
She could have went in the locker.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Yeah, there it is.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room, and I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. A new element has been added to bullet time battles. Fuck, man. Okay, fine. So far, you've probably been pressing left mouse bus during your final strike without a second thought, but from now you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it during the same way during a non-stop debate. Simply press Q, nor use the mouse wheel. Pretty sure that's a typo, but it's all good. Also, if you like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to count, you'll have fewer bullets. Also, like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to count, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purposes, we're gonna pretend that you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you. Halfway. Well then, good luck and have fun. Half.
It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No. That's enough. I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie.
Oh shit.
It's a lie.
Just sit on her. Just sit on her.
That's enough.
There we go.
Prove it.
Big evidence. Big evidence.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
It doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Ooh, Yaki getting hot.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura! No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again?
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Did Toko not kill Sakura either?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yeah, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Dude.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura? After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
Holy shit!
When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her? You know, you mean... Oh.
Guess who's back?
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! She's back!
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Oh my god, she's snitching on Byakuya! Byakuya did it! I swear I was getting there.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
He's sweating! He's sweating!
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible. No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know.
Bro, that's because her protein was poisoned.
But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good. Keep talking like that, and he is gonna.
Then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some word for Hiro on that one.
Wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to go, right? Let's do this.
Maybe not Byakuya. Maybe Ao is actually the one that poisoned her, and I was fucking right about her doing it all along.
No, not quite yet.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Reddit Atheist Bro is coming in for the haymaker.
Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Oh my god!
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
Cause she still was poisoned and puked fucking blood. It was it?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
You wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, 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 hey. Yep, yellow powder. Alright, I'll let it play through. Let's see what's happening here.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
So if the second shot from Toko is what killed Sakura, then the problem is, where did Sakura die? It was...
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up.
You were taken by surprise when
So you smashed her.
You got it!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
No, it's wrong.
That is wrong.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it. The evidence that proves that there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. Well, it was the blood right here, yeah.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stained by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right?
Dude, there's no way.
All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own sister.
I was gonna say, bro, she's huge, dog. It's not happening.
There's no way I can move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
She's built like Hulk Hogan, bro.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Facts.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Nope.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
It's not. The reason that there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because I saw it for myself, yeah.
Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How did you not know? You killed her!
Dude, I swear Al killed her.
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
That means
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
poison.
That's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's... What do you mean? Yeah, yellow powder. I'm gonna let it ride.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause.
Mm-mm.
What killed Sakura?
Mm-mm.
I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
I want to hit it because I know that's what it
You can't
is.
say I'm blaming me, huh?
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. We'll see though. If there's one place I might find a clue, it'd have to be written in there.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything.
There we go.
No, it's wrong. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottle, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, The file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
Ooh.
Even chicken there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Poison.
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
There it is.
Poison?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
Bro, by her trusting her is how.
You can explain it?
How you not liking that?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle.
Mm-hmm.
But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us, I'm sure I know where he got it. It was on the same shelf as the supplements, I'm positive. Yes,
I got it!
it was on the same shelf as the
The
supplements.
poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
Oh, shit.
What do you mean?
Uh-oh.
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and
Master!
we were so shocked at what we were all seeing, all we could do is just stand there and watch. What a fucking Chad. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was calm as ever.
That tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
What are you talking about?
Protein powder.
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein? Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Huh?
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely the poison must have been in what could it be? A shaker cup. Oh god. Protein drink? You know D? Gotta be a D, right? There it is. And then N. There we go.
Now I understand.
What did you do?
The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Oh my god, it's Al, dude.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene? A protein drink.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
Oh my god.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
Me too, Byakuya. Bro, me too.
Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
The evidence that shows who switched them. It has to be. It must be what we found in front of the show. Yeah, the footprints.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
You're a dumbass.
And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
What?
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
Yep, I did it. I killed Sakura.
What?
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers, huh? The only people who wear sneakers here are...
I got it!
me and Hina, I guess?
Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility. Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
I can.
What about it can't you believe?
Yeah, real life.
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
I don't think she deceived her, though.
I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
Because Sakura probably told her to.
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it. all at once. And then...
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
Yeah, something's weird here.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
Yeah, I'm not either.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Yes, that's fucking with me too.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well... that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
Oh my god.
And if I do?
It still could be Byakuya.
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
Why are you trying so hard to be the killer right now, Al?
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
That's cap.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Right.
Yeah.
But if that's true, isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Until I cover the full truth of this case. Tell him. Something's weird here, dude. Again, I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let it ride first time around. Holy shit, it's so
First
many
I went
things
to
too.
Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A. And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
Really weird. In the chem lab, where were the footprints and what direction were they facing? Those facts clearly contradict what he just told us. Yeah, that's what I was
First,
thinking.
I went to section C. That's when I grabbed the poison. And you spilled some of the. Yeah. Okay. I moved from section C.
No, that's wrong.
You said you went to get the poison from section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A.
Not at all.
That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
Yeah, she said she didn't think about it. I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account. Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
Dude, is Byakuya getting fucked?
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
Oh my god.
Did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Oh.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Huh? A piece of
It
glass.
sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Wait, I don't know.
Huh? Me?
If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
The shard of light glass, blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember. I broke something this...
I got it!
Oh.
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
Uh-oh.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us, the bottle should have... Yeah.
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina?
Oh, Byakuya, you trolled.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? That can wasn't there when she died. How did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
This music's so intense.
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
It's, bro, the shards were underneath the bottle, bro.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Yes, sir.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
The reason that she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was open. It was the shards of glass. Source of the powder, empty protein drink. Yeah, the empty protein drink. We'll let it ride. Like I said, we'll let it ride.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When the locked room was unlocked, in other words, when I broke the window, if I concentrate on that.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room, it absolutely...
So you're saying someone planted it there after we...
No, it had to have been in there the whole... It had to be. It was in there before...
No, it's wrong. You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Oh, talk to him, Makoto.
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
Oh, look at that face!
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
Stance!
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
That's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Oh.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Manners.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room, it had to have been Sakura.
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
There's evidence of that. No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I needed. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Another bullet time battle? Okay.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm
Okay.
telling you, I did
I've gotten the
it.
hang of these now.
Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
I guess it's just the yellow powder, not the fact that she had it on her foot.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself.
Oh.
But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locker room. There's only one way to explain it. It's Byakuya. It's Byakuya. You already know the answer, right, Makoto? Let's not drag this out any longer. Oh shit. The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
Damn.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because, of course.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you?
Why?
When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realized how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone. Ogre. Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed. I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, you should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
Yeah.
The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
Damn.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Damn, dude, this is fucked. So, they got the note. Toko hid in the locker. Yashihiro pulled up. Thought he was gonna fucking get smacked, right? And so that's when he fucking... Damn, I really don't know which one he fucking... Oh, so he hit her with the fucking... The knight. Crash. Boom. Wrote Toko's name in blood and then got the fuck out of there. She saw that, didn't like that shit. She gets out, sees that, puts the magazine back, puts it upside down. She's up, looks at her. She passes out. Genocide Jill thinks that she's about to get fucking smoked, so she grabs the rook, some bonk, and just fucking smacks her like that. Tries to clean it up, doesn't really work too well. Shorty finally wakes up, right? Has the fucking chemical and then starts to fucking drink it. So, and that's when she's like, a couple of these are obvious baits, dude, but she puts it into her pocket, leaves, comes back, and then, yeah, this should be good. This should be everything.
Here's exactly what happened. This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
There we go.
When she found it, She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Damn.
Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name.
Toko.
Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others.
Put it upside down.
But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack.
That's so cool, the fucking little ding!
When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab.
Dun dun.
She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath.
Damn.
Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort...
Damn.
was you, Hina.
What a sick image, dude. That's so rad looking. Damn, it's over.
That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life.
Damn.
And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened?
Fuck you, Byakuya. I thought it was gonna be you this game. This time around.
But Makoto, how did you manage to, how were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Get fucked.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
And just like that, it is over. Thankfully, I didn't have to restart. I did make a couple of mistakes, but damn, that's fucking crazy, bro. So no one dies, besides Sakura.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote.
We're voting for a dead woman. This is fucked.
So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I don't know what you're trying to do, Monokuma, bruh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself. Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to life, you would have died along with the rest of us. And yet you... Why would you do that? Yeah, we almost died there. Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why I couldn't let her be the only one that died. You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. For serious? That's...
What is
You
this?
still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me. You tried to protect me, but because of me, my closest friend got hurt. Sakura! Because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked them to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them. Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you. Hina, please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
Sakura. She clearly believed, she completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet, you trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding. Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking her a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her. Sakura, what happened to you? Hina, you came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Hina.
Huh?
Huh? I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. That's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison show. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could, but by the time that I got there, it was already too late. Sakura! Please, let me in! Please, open the door!
Why?
Why? Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet, you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina, we killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her. People like us should be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during this class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right now when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died? What did you say? Everything you just said was just nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant. Of course I know what she was thinking. Cause her and me... Well, what I'm trying to say is, don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious? A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already... Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby. This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room. What? Then... You... lied to me? Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit. I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles as at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The class played out between you and you alone. The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice. But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place? And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez. Talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there is something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
See, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300
I couldn't
years.
let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to
And
the
what
mastermind.
the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind, and more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told, and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind deems that demands that I will kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
Jesus. I've never had people like you in my life. Jesus. Then Sakura didn't feel cornered? She didn't die hating us?
Wait!
She wanted to stop us from fighting? To protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much. No normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I cannot tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then
I
they'll
never
see.
saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible.
Dude.
Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
Bruh.
But...
Dude, this is fucking depressing. This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still...
What are you gonna
But
do?
in the end, all her meddling was, like, totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Ugh, now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste. Because she made us remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred. I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And no one can blame Hina either. What? Whether or not because there was a spy never really mattered. Because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else. What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember? Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that. Ah, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to win, the only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that these are the rules of the game, which is why I am bowing out of the game. Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement, which is why I will no longer be participating in it. What's going on here? Now I only have one thing to look forward to, and that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks that they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey.
Well, now can you say Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time. Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time. Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna... Is it me? Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bare times one rule. But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So, for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest. A special guest?
Give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Who the fuck is he about to kill? Wait. No way. He found it, dude. No fucking way. Excavator Destroyer. And Chihiro dies twice. Holy shit! Oh, fuck! What the fuck? Well, there was an execution after all. Yeah, everyone's fucking... You suck, man! You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk! Whoa, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, broiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at. I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling all over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you! That was my friend! How dare you kill him? Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up! He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend, and you killed him! Is this what you call animism, where a soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky. So, you finally noticed him. Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all gonna play out from the start. What?
What are you
You
thinking?
knew. And you still were cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward. In honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult. So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to be able to help I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Ugh. Yeah, the punishment this time has made me feel a billion times better. Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're like super mad, like unreasonably upset.
Well,
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
what?
Postscript.
Yep.
Yeah, there's still a little bit more of Sakura's note. Huh? Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina, there's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I spoke with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory. Oh, okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. What? You can't just stop in the most important bit? It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh? That's the whole point, stupid. If it's to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I'd ever let any of you greaseballs have it. But sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this? What is it now? There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not just going to lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it. Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die? She'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares about what some dead knucklehead has to say? Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, and maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard. Dude, is she actually still alive? That'd be fucking crazy. Those are his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Ooh.
What?
Hey.
Answer me. What did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I just feel awful thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge awful thoughts like that.
Yo.
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone.
What?
So, now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there to do other than to head back up? Oh yeah. Okay, let's get out of here. But I Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. That kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then I'll try. That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, no, no!
I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master. What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball? That's right. I called you a sleazeball because you are. Sleazeball. Apparently you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm? No wonder you don't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse give and take. Me. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. And so, Sakura's class trial came to an end and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on and we all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us.
This
It's nighttime.
Soon the doors to the dining hall. Okay then. Sweet dream.
Yeah, it's nighttime. It's just nighttime. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. What? Wake up. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber into hazy half consciousness. My eyelids were like lead.
Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
What's going on? In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door! It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked. Are you serious?
Hey,
Oh, always. And you don't even have to overreact every time. You don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? Well, we're gonna figure that out afterwards, because this episode is already long as hell, and the class trial is over, and I'm just gonna split it up like that. But dude, it's been wild. What the fuck? Sakura killed herself. Oh, dude. That shit was just depressing. That whole shit was depressing. Like, it turned around a little bit towards the end, but fuck, dude. After every class trial, I just feel just empty and numb and just fucked. Oh my god, man. Alright, well, that's gonna call it for me. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. Like to subscribe if you haven't already. And next time around, we're gonna see what the fuck Kyoko wants. And we're only halfway, apparently, so woo! See y'all.